Hello, this is Paul with Logix Magazine. Today I'm going to share with you 3 steps that you can take that will guarantee you to get an offer, to literally get a job offer. And that's what we're going to talk about today. If you really want to grow your automation career, you really want to get that job offer, you really want to program PLCs, robotics, automation, then subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And if you have any questions after this video, do me a favor, put them down below, and I'd love to help you answer those questions. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this right now. I'm going to share with you 3 steps, 3 things you can do that I can guarantee you a job offer, as long as you can do the job. And the reason I want to share this with you is I know a lot of you think I'm gonna learn PLC programming. I want to learn it, but I really don't know how I'm actually going to get that job. What does it look like? I don't do programming now. I'm not an engineer. Maybe you don't have a college degree. You don't know anybody in the industry. So how am I really? What is the real way, the path, step by step that I'm going to use to get that job offer? I'm going to share that with you. And believe it or not, there's only 3 steps to it. Besides learning how to do the job, besides learning the skill set, okay, there's only 3 steps to getting the job. These are the shortcuts. This is exactly what you want to do. And if you follow it exactly, you too will land a job. You'll definitely get a job offer. All right? All right. The first thing is that I believe that's been the most successful for me is you want to target a niche, okay? When you go out there and you put your resume together and you're learning, you got a really good portfolio. Before you do all that, what I think is you should target a niche. And a good place to begin is right where you're at. Again, I use the corrugated cardboard company, right? Let's say you work at the Godina's corrugated cardboard company, right? All right, you're an employee, you're stacking boxes at the end of the line. Okay, very simple. But you want to move into controls and engineering, right? Very simple. Learn how to operate the machine. Learn as much as you possibly can about it. Work with the maintenance team. Learn from them. If they have engineers on staff, learn from them. Learn as much as you can and target the industry, because you're going to get to know. You're going to have valuable information that cannot be taught. Imagine that you start a new job somewhere else, on machines you don't know nothing about, an industry you don't know nothing about. There's a huge learning curve. An employer knows that. But if you come into a company and you have years of experience in the equipment, in the industry, you become a valuable asset from the very first day. And that is really critical. So you want to target a niche, something that you know, something that you really enjoy, and something hopefully you have access to, so that you've got some of that experience as an operator, working with the maintenance team, working with the management team, so you know everything that there can possibly be about that machine and the operation of it, right? At least from the operator standpoint. And know some of the problems that the maintenance team has faced. You have studied the prints, the electrical prints. You've got access to the PLC programs, and so you've studied those as well. You've done some projects. You've put that into your portfolio. You are a real asset in this industry, right? Target a niche. Find a niche that you would feel would be really exciting, interesting to do the work for, okay? Very important. And another way you can actually look at it is, where can you get your first start? Where can you get your start? And that start would be in an industry you already know quite a bit about, all right? That doesn't mean you have to stay there indefinitely, but we're looking at getting that very first job offer. Target a niche, right? Okay, hopefully a niche that you know something about. It's just the fastest shortcut to get into the career, all right? That's step number 1. Step number 2 is target an employer, okay? Very, very important that you find some of the top employers out there and get to know people in them, get to understand the types of machines that they have. If you can, go to get a job with that employer, right? Target an employer. Get to know as much as you can about that company. What they do they have engineers on staff? Do they bring them in from outside? What automation do they have? What equipment do they have? Contact the OEM, get a hold of the PLC program, get a hold of the prints. Target an employer. That way you can find out, what do they pay? What are the benefits? What are the hours? What is the lifestyle like for somebody who works there with that company? Targeting them is the fastest way to know whether you would enjoy working for this company or not. It's really critical. It's better to target several employers or an employer and get to know as much as you can before you take that job than to get a job with a company you don't know nothing about. Very important, all right? You don't know the equipment, you don't know the software, you don't know the people, you don't know none of what they do other than during a short interview period. So target an employer, really important in my opinion. All right. The next very important step is to target a machine. I cannot overemphasize target a machine. Target even a series of machines that may work together, or they're very similar, or you have a primary and secondary machines that work together in a work cell. But target a machine or a series of machines that a potential employer has within a particular niche. And you can see where I'm going here, I hope. You've become incredibly valuable because you are doing all the pieces to make yourself a specialist in this industry, in this niche, on these machines. You're going to build an entire portfolio potentially of projects that at least incorporate some of these. I shouldn't say maybe not the entire portfolio, but a good portion of your portfolio is going to include these machines. And that is going to easily demonstrate to any potential employer that you have and understand the type of equipment that they're working on. All right. So if you work with an engineering firm that services the corrugated cardboard industry, you become extremely valuable to a company like that. And if you can put together a decent portfolio, take the time to network properly, you're going to be guaranteed a job opportunity, no doubt about it. Because if they brought in somebody who knew how to program PLCs but doesn't know the corrugated cardboard company or the industry, and doesn't know that employer, there's a huge learning curve. You know that. You worked on a machine. It took you years to learn what you know. And somebody can't just walk in off the street and learn that instantly. You become extremely valuable to a company, especially if you're basically selling the fact that you know a lot about this machine. You thoroughly understand the automation and robotics or the technology integrated with it. You know how the machine runs, that type of machine's likes, dislikes. You've spent time with the employer. You've went to the trade shows. You are extremely valuable in this niche to this employer and on these machines. All right. I guarantee you this is the fastest shortcut to getting your very first job offer in automation and robotics career, without a doubt. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them down below. Again, if this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff that's going to help you build your automation career. So subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you next time. Till then, keep programming, my friends.